The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Volunteers will put total leather and we'll get started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to get it through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They think there's room to run to the right here. Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburners coming. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Now on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offensive effort's absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
It's complete to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll try the run. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
They're working that left side. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
He wants to throw. Now sliding to his left. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, looking again to throw. Got his man on the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Laporta. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. On the move. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
That's the end of the first quarter. USC 7, Tennessee 3.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll lead the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because
he lets it fly. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. Shakes off the defender. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks in his token rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Quarterback checking off. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quick completion on the out.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time he's got it. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. This defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Trojans will have it first and 10. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking for an open man on second down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tennessee!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Getting some heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. This one's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Trojans want to move quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Proctor. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Southern Cal! That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Connors. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize.
The expressway is wide open. They're finally able to haul him down at midfield.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Trying play action. Pressure coming. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
They're bringing heat. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And listen, I'm just trying to find a way to be positive down here, have positive gains, not run, QB sneaks and halfback dives, get the football on the perimeter to somebody with some speed and maybe catch you off guard. It wasn't a great play, but I got some positive yards out of it.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up in this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget nothing but green ahead. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. On the move to his left. He's got it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown ball!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. Complete downfield.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Knocked down for the tackle.
And 4th and 2 is a little bit harder than 4th and 1, but you practice these 2-point conversion plays every week. It's an important part of the game, so you should have some confidence on the 2-yard line of a play you can run to be successful.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th. Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. They pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Final play of the quarter coming. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. USA 35, Tennessee 16.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the move. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Using his feet. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that's why this quarterback is such a big weapon, guys, because in this area of the field, they can call these design QB runs, get the extra blocker at the point of attack, and go score. And they showed you that physicality there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry up.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Wants to pass it. He's got an open man. Smashes through. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's knocked down.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete 2-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
Tennessee, 29.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, USC. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
The back goes in motion. He's looking to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
And the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. USC 41, Tennessee 29.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Power football with the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. This guy can throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's caught inside the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carry.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense, understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants to go deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. The toss sweep to the right. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hurley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Gain of 35 on the play. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field. Seemingly it will.